Well, a very good morning to you. You are still watching Morning Live, and we are coming to you from Steyn City out in Johannesburg, because this is where the very first Liv Golf event will be hosted khona lana eNingizimu Africa. And joining me to unpack what the expectations are between the 19th and the 22nd of March 2026 is Liv Golf winner, a man that decided to go upstream in 2023 and since then has been on the up and up, is Dean Burmester, to speak to us, as well as Stephen who is the CEO of Steyn Properties. Let me start with you, Stephen, because it's such a big event coming to South Africa for the first time. Speak to me about the thinking and the process for Steyn City to host this event.
So this is just such an amazing opportunity, Vusiwe, not just for Steyn City, but actually for the province of Gauteng and for South Africa. And I think that's really why Dean and the guys were so passionate about bringing it to our shores, you know. The fact that we can actually host it at Steyn City is just absolutely remarkable. And we think it's a good opportunity to showcase what we've got on offer at Steyn City for the people that are going to be coming through. You've heard about the ticket sales. We're probably sitting at about 70,000 tickets sold already for the events. There's going to be lots of South Africans coming to support the Southern Guards. And that's great. That's what we want. We want people to come and see what we have to offer at Steyn City.
And I mean, if just driving into Steyn City is anything to go by, you can just imagine the amount of class, not only in terms of attendance of spectators, but the class out on the golf course. And this is where you come in, Dean. Firstly, speak to me about just you deciding, let me swim upstream, let's move away, and let's get into Liv Golf. Big decision for you in 2023, and seems like the perfect one.
Yeah, thanks. Firstly, good morning, South Africa. And it's been an amazing journey for me. Obviously, grew up, local guy from South Africa, found my straps, back here on the Sunshine Tour, Big Easy Tour, and worked my way through golf, all the way through Europe into America. And then Louis gave me a phone call and said, look, I've got this amazing opportunity to be part of something new and something fresh. And, I get to play golf with three of my best friends, and it's amazing. Every day, I'm out there, I kind of pinch myself. I'm with Charles and Louis were guys I looked up to growing up, and now I get to play with them and be with them on a consistent basis, and I get to learn off great golfers all the time. And that's what's made me a more complete player and a better player, and that's turned into beating some of the best players in the world on Liv. And I'm so excited to be able to showcase that here in South Africa and kind of bring what I know and love towards the people in South Africa and the young kids, to be able to showcase the talent of Liv Golf to everybody in South Africa and the future of golf. And hopefully we can grow the game into parts of South Africa that's going to be something special.
And I mean, you speak about that special moment of you getting the opportunity to play some Liv Golf out here in South Africa on South African soil. But speak to me about that pressure. Does it come with a certain amount of pressure? Because you know how good it is to win at Liv, but now you need to do it on home soil. You have an added advantage. But speak to me about the pressure that it may come with.
I think so. I think you look at South African sport in a whole, and you look at what the Springboks have been able to achieve. Bafana, Banyana, the Proteas, Themba Bavuma, who I saw earlier this morning, and what they've been able to achieve in sport in the last sort of 2 to 3 years is something special. And then now, it's our opportunity to stand up, and we have to do it at home. And I know the guys are looking forward to it. There is obviously that pressure, and there's that added dynamic. But at the same time, we know South Africa is behind us, and the people that are going to be here are behind us. So, it's going to be nice to have someone on our side for a change.
Basically, Dean just saying, no DNA, just RSA. We keep it going. Stephen, let's speak about how important it was for you to get the buy-in from stakeholders, from residents. You speak about sitting at about 70,000 tickets already sold. It might have been quite a job for you to get done and get that across the line.
You would think so. And obviously, there's a lot of logistics that goes into it, and the safety and security of our residents is really important. But they're just so excited and so proud, that they can be part of this event. So I think they're looking forward to it as much as anybody, and bringing their friends to come and watch as well. So, but you're right, it is important to have all stakeholders involved. The Premier has been amazing in terms of infrastructure type challenges that we might have at a tournament of this size, but all stakeholders are pulling together.
I love that. Do you play golf?
I do.
Are you good?
My wife beats me on a consistent basis, but she's a really good golfer. But I'm looking forward to playing with Dean at some point. Then we can judge.
All right, I think you're good. Your wife is just better. Dean, as I begin to wrap up with you, speak to me about just that rebranding of the Stingers and what that means and what that's looked like.
Yeah, thanks. Obviously, look, it comes with a challenge, and it came at a time where, our previous brand was gaining a lot of traction, and unfortunately, due to some trademark issues and things that were out of our control, we made the decision to go for a rebrand, but we're really proud of it, and I think the logo speaks for itself. It's truly South African and truly African. You know, the rhino is a protector in the wild, and it's also something that needs protecting, and I feel that's kind of what we stand for. We want to protect South African golf, and we want to also, you know, grow and be the protectors of South African golf in the future. So we want to leave it to the next generation to hopefully look after it after us. So that's kind of our standpoint. It's proudly South African. The head of the rhino on the logo is actually in the shape of South Africa, which is something pretty cool. So that's all stuff that we thought about and went to. And then with Ubuntu, I am because we are. That's a proudly South African thing that's, you know, translated into South African sport for a very long time, and you know, we're proud to kind of embrace that and be part of that, and hopefully, like I say, leave it to the younger generation.
Beautiful there, and I know you've touched on this slightly, but just in wrapping up, your message for the young girl, the young boy sitting at home thinking, well, how many possibilities do I have as a South African child? You've shown them that you can go and conquer the world. Just your final words of encouragement.
Yeah, to everybody out there, to the youngsters, I mean, look, I'm a perfect example. I come from very humble beginnings, and it's definitely possible through the game of golf. It teaches you so many great things, you know, a lot of discipline, respect for yourself and respect for others, and a lot of rules and regulations that you need to follow. So it's a good platform to teach you about life. So get out there, swing it. I mean, you know, I started with a stick and a ball in my, you know, on my farm way back when, and it's led into this thing, and now, you know, we hopefully can, you know, like the Minister of Sport says, get a golf club into the hands of a lot of people around the country and grow this thing. So yeah, get into golf, never give up, work hard, and let's grow South Africa and grow golf.
All right, so I know you're not going to give them any golfing advice, Stephen, because apparently you're good, but not so good. But just your final parting shots on looking forward to having the Liv Golf event here in South Africa at Steyn City from the 19th to the 22nd of March.
Yeah, as I said, I mean, we're very excited about it, and I hope that many South Africans are going to come out and support. We can see that in the numbers. There's still a few tickets available, so please do come. And if you're not able to, then watch it on TV. You know, it really is an amazing event. And you'll get to see what Liv's about. It's certainly not boring golf, and this is for a new generation. And I think the stats, Dean, if I'm not mistaken, it's 30% of the people that come to a Liv Golf event have never been to golf before. So they're coming not just for golf, they're coming for the music, the food, the culture. There's a concert after every evening, Black Coffee's on the lineup, Calvin Harris and others. So it really is more than just the golf. It's about lifestyle and enjoyment.
And basically that is a wrap of what we've got going on here out at Steyn City, but it's building up to the 19th to the 22nd of March, the first ever Liv Golf event that will be held in South Africa. You can still go and get your tickets, support South Africa's very own, the young man from George, Dean Burmester, but also not just about the golf, it's about the social effects. We've got the music, the likes of Black Coffee, Calvin Harris. So come out and make it a nice, fun time for the entire family.